Well, hello, and welcome to Stop. Let's Team Up. Those Daring Defenders, number 10. We are on our 10th episode about the Defenders, but it's only issue number 2 of the original series. And I had quite a bit of fun reading this, so I kind of want to give you my point of view, but let's give you the basic details. This is Defenders volume number 2. Volume number 1, issue number 2. It was released on the 25th of July, 1972, and it was cover dated October 1972. The title of this issue is The Secret of the Silver Surfur. It is written, well, first the cover is by Sal Buscema and Frank Giacoia. It's a very nice cover. It's in this era when Marvel was doing like the title would be top and then there'd be an image in a box in the middle, and I kind of like that. It's got heads in the corner box. The Hulk, Silver Surfur, and not Silver Surfur, Doctor Strange and Submariner, and then the 4 Defenders are battling the villain. It is written by Steve Englehart, drawn by Sal Buscema, inked by John Verpoorten. Color is uncredited. The letterer is John Costanza, and the editor is Roy Thomas. The roll call is Defenders, Dr. Stephen Strange, Dr. Submariner, the Hulk, and the Silver Surfur. In the Marvel database, with its wiki, whatever, it has Silver Surfur as not a member. Wikipedia has him as a member. I have seen other. I don't have Who's Who right now, and I didn't go online and look. I tried to find a copy. It's not on the app, I don't think. But I consider Silver Surfur a member. He's one of the 4 kind of founders because it was Titan 3, so I'm going to count him. The Wikipedia also had Cleve joining in Marvel Feature 2. That's it's because it's a non-team, it's hard to tell, but I consider Silver Surfur a member, and this is his where he joins. The antagonist is the Warrior Wizards, Kalazuma, and we've got appearances by Wong, and then there's people are mentioned and guest stars. It's blah blah blah. There's a lot going on in this. It's a lot going on in the Steve Englehart comic. There's a lot of exposition in this, guys. There's a lot of plot, subplot kind of stuff. I'm going to read you the detailed summary from here, so let's get started with that. After searching for the Silver Surfur for the past 2 months, the Submariner and Doctor Strange's astral form reached the southern oceans. Suddenly, the Surfer swoops down and lifts Namor out of the water. He is happy to see his one-time ally, but Namor doesn't share the same feelings. He attacks the Surfer for nearly killing him a while back. During the fight for the Surfer easily overpowers the Monarch of the Sea and retreats to his private valley, tired of men's violent ways. Traveling back to Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum with Namor, Doctor Strange deduces that the Silver Surfur is going to the Valley of the Undying Ones. His late friend, Kenneth Ward, found the statues of the Undying Ones in the Himalaya Valley, and his diary notes its location. Recruiting the aid of the Hulk, the 3 heroes travel to the Himalayas and convince some of the local townspeople to lead them to the Hidden Valley. Attacked by Yeti-like creatures, they start to fight them off, but are stopped by the Surfer. Namor once again lunges at him and demands an explanation for why the Surfer helped Necrodamus capture him. The Surfer explains that could not be true. Once he had found the Valley of the Yetis, he decided to live among them, which he has done for the past 2 months. Suddenly, the creatures change form and reveal their true selves. They are Kalamazoo, and his Kalazuma and his minions are the warrior wizards, disguised as primate creatures. They secretly controlled the Surfer's mind, making him do the bidding of the Undying Ones. Battling the wizards, the heroes make short work of them and take down Kalazuma by striking him with all their powers at once. With the foe defeated, Strange uses a spell of atonement on them. The Surfer then laments that he can never return home to his love, but Doctor Strange comes up with a plan to get him there. This is a really fun comic. I really liked it. It's a basic 1970 Marvel's comic. That's not a bad thing. It's got great Sal Buscema art. There's some the images I'm going to post with this when this goes up on Twitter. It's got the basic someone hitting someone and the person flying out of the panel, which is a trademark of Sal, which I love. I think John Verbruggen does a good job inking Sal. He doesn't change it. It looks like Sal. It almost looks like Sal's inking himself. But I did find the stories. It's fun. It's still tying in. There's also a little thing that's happening in this is there's a lot of exposition. These comics in this era are a little more talky than they are nowadays, which is a good thing in my opinion. But there's some great dynamic. The second and third page is a 2-page spread where that's where the surfer picks up Namor and flies off, and on the iceberg is the credits. Some great stuff, man. Great stuff. A lot of dynamic action. I mean, the first 4, 5, 6 pages is just almost pure action and exposition mixed in. The stuff with the Hulk is great. The stuff in the Himalayas is amazing. The creature design for the Yeti, where they're kind of like the Yeti, which is the disguise of the warrior wizards, is really cool. Kalazuma looks a little bit like Necrodamus. I almost thought it was him again. I think Sal's got some basic costume designs, but it's pretty good. But there's also, we're still seeing in this one is the Doomsday device from a few stories back is now ticking very slowly, and we're going to see more about that in next. I think it's next issue, but it is next issue. I'm looking forward to that. But this is a fun issue. There's a lot going on. There's still this one. It's a lot dealing with. There's even the reference to his friend Kenneth Ward from Doctor Strange 183, which is the first comic we covered doing this. Little read through Defenders. I think it's well worth a read. I'm saying that because I'm reading them all. I mean, I keep saying that, guys. So I guess that's getting old. But it's got a lot of action. It's got some beautiful Sal Buscema art in it. It's just really got a really good energy to it. I mean, I hate that sounds kind of silly, but it's got a lot of it's a well structured Bronze Age late Silver Age comic with a good plot. I mean, the plot is good. It's dense. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck in it because you go from the opening splash page is the Silver Surfur and Submariner and Doctor Strange looking for the Silver Surfur. Then the Silver Surfur is a 2-page splash page, and then there's a page and a half of him and Namor fighting, and then them going to get the Hulk, them getting the notes. They go to the Himalayas. They meet their guides. They travel for a day, and then the Silver Surfer and the Yeti show up, and the Yetis become wizards, and then the wizards fight them, and then they defeat them, and then they realize that there's more to come. And it's all in like 25 pages. It's a ton of excitement. Check it out. It's on the app. It's well worth it. As I'm reading these, I'm reading them on the app and in the Essential Volume 1, and it's great. I'm looking forward to this. These are some that I've read a couple times, but not as much as we haven't gotten to where I really jumped on as a kid and read these. But we're getting closer. But a lot of things start changing. This book changes really fast with Englehart. We get new members coming in very quickly, and then we get the first big crossover coming up soon too. So, I think check this out. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I think you'll like it. If you love Sal Buscema, go check him out. If you're listening to this, I'm assuming you like older comics because you're listening to me talk about them. But check this one out. It's a lot of fun. So this weekend coming up, I have not decided on the topic. I had talked about in the Legion thing. I may do a little quick mini review of some of the comics I got last week, or some of the more recent comics I bought from my local comic shop, Velocity Comics. And then we're going to go off into another Legion, and we'll be doing Defenders number 3 a week from today. So, but until then, please give us a review on Apple or your podcast listening app of choice. reach out to us. Send us an email at stoplets.teamup@gmail.com. DM me or message me on Twitter at JSA4E. That is JSA, the number 4, the letter E. I got a lot of fun stuff coming up. There are a lot of comics that are going to be fun. If you got suggestions on how, on anything, what I'm covering, we're going to be talking creators. And the first one we're going to talk about is Lynn Wine. I'll record that next week. I'm looking forward to it. And then I think the person after that is going to be Slingin' Sal Buscema, because I think I just want to talk about him more as an artist. And I've got a guest coming up. I'm not going to say who it is, but I'm excited about it. So a lot of things coming along. Please send in your suggestions of things to cover. I want you guys to have an input in what I talk about, and hopefully sometimes you'll pick something I haven't read, and it'll be new to me, and which will be cool. So, folks, until then, do me a favor. Be safe. Wash your hands and wear your mask. The latest strain is a little wonky. I just got better from it, and I've got a few people I know at work who got it. Just wash your hands and wear a mask, folks. That's all you really need. Just do that. That's the bare minimum. Just do it. Okay? All right? But until then, be smart, be safe, be kind, and read some comics.